Happy Wednesday! Are you guys ready for the best show ever?
Ever this time.
Ever. Welcome to Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host.
Right. Crazy Chrissy Bo. What's up? How you doing?
It's our set's a little off kilter today.
I know. It's a little odd.
Our fabulous Skype guest, don't we?
Yeah, I love it. Hemel? I want to say Hamal. I don't know why.
But what I loved about his picture before you introduce him is that on Facebook, his picture looks superhuman, which means that he must be super cool.
I remember you texting me that. You're like, our guest looks superhuman.
I'm like, dude, he looks amazing.
all the pink and the purple lights behind his head.
We love it. He's going to be full of information.
And he's a doll. And he's so nice. He's staying up till 1 in the morning for us to do this interview.
That's right, because he's actually in London right now,
right? That's right.
So it's 1 p.m.
No, 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Poor Hemel is tired right now.
So Hemel is looking forward to hanging out with us.
That's right.
And I'm sure he took a nap prior.
He did.
Make sure that he's ready for date night tonight with us.
He did. He drank some water, he said. He's ready.
Water? How about some coffee?
And he is a law of attraction super coach.
Ooh, I like that.
That's right. He knows how to manifest. And that's why I'm glad to have him on, because I've been dying to know how to manifest. Well, I want to manifest, God damn it already.
The great thing is we both love law of attraction.
That's right.
And we both know how easy it is for people to manifest, but there's certain things that you have to do that a lot of people don't get.
Right.
So Hemel is going to tell us all the tips and tricks on how to manifest tonight.
Or people feel like they're trying and they're still not getting the results. That's everybody I know.
You're right.
They think they're doing all the right things and they're still not getting the results. Well, Hemel's going to answer all of that for us.
Exactly. So after tonight, there'll be a lot of answers.
Actually, let's show his book, because he is the author of Find You and You Find Everything, which I'm going to read. He sent me the PDF file.
I love it.
And do we have a picture? Yep, there it is. It's The Secrets to the Law of Attraction. I love it. I want to know the secret. I watched The Secret about a billion times, and I still don't know the secret.
I know. They're missing lots of stuff in that. So I know Hemel is going to share all that stuff that we didn't pretty much hear when watch. Hemel. This poor guy. He's going to walk away from the interview if we screw up his name one more time. Hemel loves us. Stop it.
All right, so what did you do this weekend?
So first of all, I want to ask you, because I know that you went to this cute little baseball game.
That's right. My nephew, Ethan, he had his first baseball game ever. Look at him.
Oh, that was his first game ever?
This is his first baseball game. This is
and we have pictures.
I know, look at him. Look how adorable. Look how adorable. And he was amazing. There's me and Ethan.
Aww.
And he was amazing at hitting. He was amazing for his first time playing. There's my other nephew, Mason. He was having me crack up the whole time on the sidelines. That guy's a character like me.
And there's your sister.
And there's my sister, Diana, my lovely sister.
Diana.
We got to get her in the audience here with Natalie.
You know what? Diana, you're more than welcome.
I know. Well, she's a teacher. They got to go to bed at like 8.
Oh, I know. Sorry. But you have the summers off, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bastards.
Yeah, what about that? She can hang out during the summer.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. My mom said that.
Thank you, audience, Natalie.
Thanks, Natalie. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Diana, you'll be here next week, we're sure.
That's right. They better be here. And my brother-in-law, we got to get him on the show still.
Well, I feel like he will be here now, right?
He's going to be here. Yeah. He's going to have to pop on. But the baseball game was amazing.
Go ahead.
He was so cute. It was adorable. His next game is on Friday. I'll be going to it. I can't wait.
How cute. And where was it again?
It's right by my house.
Nice.
I forgot the name of the fields, but it's
Iceland.
right in Oakdale.
Perfect. All right, cool.
Yep. What did you do?
Well, actually, I had a very amazing week, and last Thursday, which I have to say, because Jeff's law firm, they do such amazing things for their employees.
Yeah, I always see you guys at, in the skybox at a hockey game?
Yeah, but, well, that was from Brooklyn Law School, but I have to say, like, they really very much appreciate their employees. And when you think of companies, a lot of companies don't do that.
I know.
So what my sister did, Natalie, because she's his HR consultant and has her own company.
Yep.
But so they together worked out a team building event, which happened to be at a bowling alley in Melville.
Nice.
And it was called the Gutter Bowl event.
So you put a lot of gutters?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, everyone did an amazing job. And the top person who, I guess the top bowler was actually my sister.
What? I didn't know Natalie had skills like that.
I never knew she had skills either like that.
Wow.
And then also James.
Did you have a pink bowling ball?
She did not.
No, you should have a
No, I did not bowl. I just
You didn't bowl?
I just hang out support.
Jeez.
I just hang out and support.
Did Joseph bowl?
Of course he did. He did amazing. He was like number 3.
Wow.
Not really. So that was a firm picture. They all did a great job. And I would just want to say, if you need legal advice, go to sskblaw.com.
And hire Joseph.
Exactly.
He will get you out of jail. For anything.
It's a different kind of law, but hey, call anyway. And then also on Saturday night, we went to Jeff's friend Robbie Balance had his big party in the city. So we went to a cool restaurant, hung out, and just had a great time. Yeah, Saturday night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Nice. Yeah, sounds like a good weekend. We have the pink tie event coming up. I can't wait. We never went last year. We wanted to go.
We missed it last year because we had a different event.
I know. So I'm excited to go.
We're going to be able to go this year.
And we get to wear pink. It's our type of, it should be called the date night event. Sorry. Screw the pink tie. It should be the date night event.
The date night / pink tie.
That's right. That's our type of, maybe my soulmate's there.
Maybe.
Because they're all wearing pink.
Maybe. You never know.
And Jim Lawrence from the Yankees is going to be the host.
Oh, is that true?
Yep. Oh. And they have Big Shot performing, the Billy Joel cover band.
Yes, actually, Jeff and I are going to see them Friday at the Paramount.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going? I saw that they were playing. You guys got tickets?
There's a publication that I write for that they offered free tickets, so we're going. Yeah.
Great. Congrats, guys.
Yeah. We'll let you know
if Jeff calls in sick, let me know. I'll take his place. All right, so I can't wait to have Hamel on. Now I'm watching myself to make sure I don't say Hamal. I don't know why I want to say Hamal.
Hamal.
Maybe because he's in London.
Hamal? What?
I don't know. It sounds like it's like an accent. Hamal. I don't know.
You're gonna start pulling a London English accent at this point.
And he sounds. I love accents.
He's adorable. Well, he's adorable.
I know he really is. We have to go to London to meet him. I want to meet him. He's gonna read my energy.
He's gonna read your energy in about 20 minutes.
I'm just
all right, so you ready for my Star Living Life tip of the day?
I almost forgot about that.
Sorry. I just remembered actually. All right, so my tip of the day is love others, not for them, but for you.
But what if you don't like them?
Well, that's the thing. You got to love them anyway. And do you know why?
Why?
Because when people are annoying, or they're mean,
or when they make fun of your cackling,
right? It's so easy to be like, what a jerk, and then you get all twisted, and then you get all bent out of shape, and then you just feel like pure shit.
Yep.
And that's not helpful either. So when you think about it, you just have to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, obviously, they're not in their happiest place, because if they were, you would never be a jerk like that.
That's right.
So knowing that, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what? I could be a jerk right now back, but that doesn't feel good.
Right.
So I'm going to do my best.
Well, sometimes it does feel good to get back.
It might for like 2 minutes, but then it feels worse. Right. You got to get it. You got to get it out of your system.
Right.
And then you can move on and be like, clearly they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And obviously they're not that happy, because any happy person is never a jerk. You just it doesn't feel good.
You're just you should just be nice to everybody.
Right. So
why be a jerk?
Exactly. So be
nice. I like
nice.
that one. That's a good
one.
Not
for them, but for you, because it's easier to be nice and it feels better than being a jerk face.
I haven't heard that term in a while. A jerk face.
A jerk face.
That was great.
All right, dude.
I like that. That was good. That was very in tune with what happened last week.
Was it
last week? Oh, yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
And we wish them love. And thank you. And actually, thank you
I wish them much continued success.
Yes.
All right. So my bestie of the week, which I have on my phone, and it's very in tune with what we have today. We have a manifestation coach on. It's Mindify. You can get it. I think it's like $4.99 each one. But anyway, you put it on before bed. It's a hypnosis.
Oh.
It's a law of attraction hypnosis.
Okay.
And you could pick whichever one that you want to attract. So they have attract health, attract wealth, attract your soulmate. You would think I would have to attract your soulmate one, right? But I don't. I have attract money. I listen to that every night.
Well, you want money before you attract your soulmate.
That I never used. I can't wait to.
Oh no! Did you see something?
Emma woke up. It's 1 a.m. He was snoozing for a little bit. Now he just woke up.
Ready.
So it takes you on a subconscious journey and conditions your mind to think positively. I love this app.
I love it too.
Right? That's why I have it. So I think the first one is free. It's like law of attraction. I have it written down.
So how do I get it? I want to get it.
Well, you just download it. It's Mindify. Just look up Mindify. It's Mindifi.
Okay.
Law of attraction. The law of attraction one is free, but then you have to buy the other ones, like attitude of gratitude. You would like that one.
I would love that.
Attract your soulmate. Attract love. Attract money. Release guilt. That's a good one.
Yeah, we all feel guilty about
a lot of people carry around a lot of crap.
Yeah. I agree.
They have a lot. It's really good. I really like it.
So you fall asleep to it?
Yes.
So are you cheating on Esther Hicks?
No, because I watch that before I go to bed, and then I listen to this.
You have to listen to it. It's her meditation.
Oh, she has a hypnosis one? No, I don't have that.
meditation thing.
No, I don't have
Oh,
that.
you don't? You have to
I just watch her YouTube videos. But now I have Hemel. in my life, so I'm just going to Skype him every day. Poor Hemel.
Hemel, you have no idea what you're in for.
He's going to wish he never met me.
Hopefully she'll get my name right.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
She wants a free reading.
I want a free reading. Not a reading. He's not a psychic.
A free consultation.
All right, so let's take a quick break because I want to come back with Hemel. I can't wait to just get right into this because I could talk about this all night. Oh, wait!
Oh, my God. It's on my
And my second bestie. Hold on.
Well,
I told you needed to reach over.
No, before the bestie.
All right.
We have got, Natalie, my sister, who's like our biggest fan.
That's right.
In addition to Jeff Kimmel, had given us a gift.
I know. Can you reach over? Because I can't reach.
I know you can.
I can't reach
So
over.
this is from Natalie and Frank.
We almost forgot again.
Suffocation.
Aw, thank you, Frizank and Natalie.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys get us something? I love the bags, too. It's beautiful.
Oh, my God. Hold on
I see pink. I see pink, guys, and I love... Oh, my God! No way! Is this a Flizask?
This is like a shot.
Is this a flask, Nat?
This is a shot of Tito's.
I love it! Oh, my God. I love this so much. How pretty is this?
Adorable.
I'm putting it on the set. Hemel, do you see our present?
That's for lemon water.
Very nice. Lovely.
Thank you. I'm putting Tito's in this. So
Hello?
what?
It's for your lemon water, wink wink.
I'm gonna bring this, smuggle this into the Dave Matthews concert.
Well, it's very easy to smuggle in because it's a keychain.
Thank you so much. That was so nice.
That was the sweetest
Where'd you
thing
find
ever.
that?
Dallas Airport.
Oh my God, the Dallas
Well,
airport.
the
I'm
other
moving
thing I
there.
was going to say, they went to go visit the Tito's place in Austin,
What?
Texas.
You didn't tell me that.
I know. I just remembered, actually.
Great.
Yes.
Did you meet Tito?
No,
Thanks,
it was
Mullen.
the unglamorous corporate office I ever saw in my life.
Oh,
It was unglamorous.
That's depressing.
I know.
So Natalie just told me about this other quick bestie before we go to commercial. I love this thing. It's drinkware for the foot of your glass. So when you have condensation coming down your glass, you put this little flip-flop on. I hope I could do it.
You need 3 hands to do it.
Forget it, guys. I can't do it. And then it soaks it up.
That's perfect. We love
How
it.
awesome is that? I had 2 besties this week. I don't care.
You should have saved
I
one
love
for
it.
next week.
No, because what if I don't
Now
want to make
next
her
week
carry?
you're not gonna know
Whatever.
what to do.
Yes, I will. I always know what to do. All right, so we'll be back with Hemel. Hurry
Hemel!
up! You can take a snoozer in this commercial break. All right, we'll be right back.
Fill it up.
What are you looking for? You don't even know that. Are you on the ball list? So you can't even answer. I'm asking you about it. You gotta be highly skilled. You gotta be highly skilled. You understand that?
Are you sick?
Are you well versed there? Are you very smart man? Hit me with some funny shit.
My shit's twisted.
Tell me something. Tell me
What do
something.
you have right there?
That's awesome.
Well-
That's a big.
That's nice.
You know damn well. You know damn well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Sir, are you interested in
Twisted
not?
talent.
See, you got twisted.
That's twisted. That's talent. That's talent.
You see what I'm saying? You understand me? And if you can't whip out answers like that, that man is liable to go to commercial break, punch your fucking mouth loose. You understand me? Time is up, sir. You understand me? You're on. You're the man. All right, give me your name now. I'm sorry.
My name is Willie.
Willie, where you working at?
We are twisted. We are awesome. Love awesome. Love awesome. Love awesome.
Can you repeat that question again?
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Now, you know it's ultimate. Big bad and bold pace, colorful roll with Excalibur. Yo, this is Marlon Greenwood, aka Ultimate, and I want you to watch Date Night every Friday night at 7:30 with Connie and Chrissy. Blah blah, you know it's ultimate.
I love it.
And we're
back with Hemo.
Hems.
Or AKA Hems.
That's right, that's his new name.
Hemo, how are you? Welcome.
Very well, thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited to have you.
Yeah, thank you for staying up till 1 a.m. for us.
My pleasure. Your show is absolutely worth it.
Oh, that was nice.
Of course it is.
Thank you. Just ask Bob Doyle.
So, dude, so tell us who Hems is again so everyone knows who he is.
All right, Hems is a super coach and a manifestation coach, and he's an author of Find You and You Find Everything, The Secrets to the Law of Attraction, which I love. I can't wait to start reading the book.
Yeah, I think you have to
So he is a master at teaching you how to manifest.
Ooh, we love that.
See, I attracted him into my life. I've always wanted to find this person.
Now,
No
Hems,
coincidences.
did Chrissy stalk you or what?
Did I stalk you, Hems? Hems loves me.
We're only kidding.
Hems, you love me. Now, Hems, let's just get right into it. I can call him Hems.
Come on, didn't it?
Let's just get into it. So a lot of people get stuck on not knowing what they need to do in order to manifest, right? So I know you have steps that people can take in order to manifest what they desire, whether it be a soulmate, a dream job. What are the actual steps that we could take? And then we'll go into depth of each step.
Now realize, when we talk about manifesting, someone could start off in a place where they don't feel so great about what they want, whereas sometimes people can start off in a better place about it. So we're talking about like people starting in different places, so we've got to bear that in mind.
That's
true. Really what we're talking about is building an energetic relationship between where you are to where you want to be.
Yes.
So if you want to manifest something into your life, but you can't feel good about thinking about it right now, there's probably something you need to look into. That's also a good sign. So, sometimes people want to manifest something, but they don't feel good even thinking about it. So if you can't even think about it, how are you going to physically allow it into your life? You're going to push it away. You're going to sabotage it. So initially, first of all, just identify what you want. What is it that you want? How will you know when you have it? So also check if it's really ambiguous. If you say, I want to be happy, happiness is a state. You can have that right now. You can be happy. It's just what you choose to focus on and what you choose not to focus on. So get specific. How will I know when I have it? What will I see, hear, and feel? So then you're starting to get more tangible. If it's money, how will you know? If it's a promotion, how will you know? If it's a soulmate, what is it? So you're now starting to build a picture of what you want, and you're starting to build the energy of it. So then, bit by bit, you build the energy, it gets stronger and stronger, so you start to get more and more into the details. Initially, when you think about what you want, you may not have all the details because, you're not familiar with the vibe, with the energy of what you want. So as you start to think about it, someone might say that let's say a woman wants to have a relationship, she might say, well, I'd like a guy who's tall, dark, and handsome. And then as she starts to think about that, she starts to get into more details. Oh, well, a sense of humor, and we'll travel here. I want him to travel. And so as you get into the vibe, it creates a platform for more, basically.
Okay.
So you're able to get into more details and specifics, which actually pull your energy more and more into it. So as you're doing this, so in terms of like you're asking, how do people manifest and what stops people manifesting, it's always being conscious of how you're thinking and feeling. How's it feeling for you?
Okay.
Always be working on building up the vibe, feeling better about it, find the aspects of it that feel good to you.
Okay.
If you find something doesn't feel so good, if you find that when you think about your goal, again, let's say it's a relationship that you think, well, it reminds you of an ex or whatever, then there's some stuff to clear there, basally. So that's always a clue. If you're starting to think of your goal and stuff comes in that doesn't feel so good, that's a clue. So in terms of knowing what to do, the vibe, the relationship you build with the energy of your goal, that's going to tell you. It's always about making you feel better, but if something's not so good, then you know there's something to clean up, basically.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, Hem, let's say we have a lot of viewers who are looking for relationships. So they are perhaps single and they've been doing the online dating and they tend to be a little frustrated. And anyone they're going out on a date with is not the ideal person.
Right.
So what do you suggest for those viewers that are discouraged because they just can't seem to get it right? And I know I love what you said about feeling the emotion first.
Yeah.
So how do you go more into detail about how does someone do that when they've never experienced that first?
Right. So do you mean, for example, if they haven't even experienced it maybe ever in their life, possibly, that ideal type of relationship, maybe?
Correct, yes.
Okay, that's fine. So what you're saying is about qualities. So in terms of either they haven't found those qualities, or maybe they once did. They had an ex-lover that they did, but they can't find that again, and so on and so on. So really, let's say they're online dating or however they're dating, the thing to look into, first of all, is the qualities that aren't coming in. What comes up for you in relation to them? So what's your relationship to those qualities? For example, someone might say, well, she keeps finding guys who don't commit. And so she could even look into what her level of commitment is, because what might be happening is she could have shall we say, an unconscious fear of commitment, and in a sense she's attracting people who aren't going to commit. So whilst they're the ones that aren't committing, it's actually just a reflection of her own lack of commitment, possibly. So she might ask herself, like, is it marriage that she wants? Okay, so she's scared of a long-term relationship, she's scared of marriage, she's scared of the actual process of getting married. Just explore thoughts around these specifics and see what comes up. And she might say, well, no, I really want a long-term relationship. Okay, so if a guy was in your life today in a long-term relationship, how does it feel? Because oftentimes people are happy with the concept of having something like a long-term relationship, a long-term lover, or a promotion, or a job, or a business. But when you start to really think about it, if I had it right now, how would I feel? That brings it home, basically, because you start to think, well, really, if it's my life right now, it can be a bit scary, it can be a bit overwhelming. So then you might get another layer of emotions that come up. And you said also, what if someone hasn't experienced something before? Well, this is fine, because we have imaginations, and so it's like framing things in such a way, well, if I could have what I want, what would it be like? Then you can say, well, in terms of movies I've seen, or books that I've read, or articles, what type of relationship would I like? So you're now having the pleasure of using your imagination, because it's all energy. Whether you look at the past and you create something, or whether you look at how you'd like it to be, in fact, it's often better to look at creating stuff, because you're not looking at past stuff, which sometimes isn't always the best stuff to look at. So when you create and construct things, like, well, if I had a canvas and I could paint my life here, what would it be like? And so you're now getting creative, and you're tapping into different parts of yourself unconsciously as well, energetically as well. So that's the way.
Okay. So is it about visualization? Like, say you're making a vision board, you've done all that stuff. Is it then every night looking at the vision board and getting into the feeling place of it that makes it manifest, or what is the ingredient that makes it happen?
That's a good question, because people often say, like, well, should I think about, let's say, the guy I want every day? Should I let it go? I mean, this is why I got into this field about 21 years ago, where there was so much contradiction. Some stuff would say, well, you got to visualize it every day for 30 days, and some would say you just got to let it go, or put it in a pink bubble and let it go, and so on and so on.
Pink bubble,
so it's like, what's the truth?
Exactly. That's why people are still stuck to this day. Like, why is it still not happening?
Until they came to this show, and they're going to get the answer right now.
Yeah! Demo.
So the answer is, it's all about energy. That's the answer. It's energy, basically.
Energy.
So whether you're thinking about it every day or whether you let it go, it's really about your energy in relation to what you want. So sometimes, if you think about it, we're talking about manifesting, but everyone has probably manifested in their lives. We all manifest all the time. We're talking about doing it more deliberately, and the things that we want. That's really what we're talking about, because we all manifest anyway, energetically. So it's about thinking about the things that you have manifested in your life and getting in touch with, okay, how did I do that?
Okay.
Did I let go of it? Have you manifested parking spaces? Well, if you can do that, then the bigger goals are only different because your beliefs around them are different. If it's money or a relationship, with parking spaces, you may believe they're always there. Whereas when you think about soulmates, you might think, well, there's only one out there, or it's very hard, or men are this, or women are this. So the beliefs are very different, and hence the energy is different. So model your own successes of what you've already done. So in terms of, what was the question in terms of, we were talking about relationships? I don't think it was the last question.
No, that's all right. So if you say you're doing the visualizations, you have a vision board, you have a vision book, and every night you're looking at it. So is it about getting into the feeling place of it every day? What is the key that's going to make what you're wanting manifest?
Yeah, so it's what I would say, it's always about building up the vibe around it. So it's always like, how can I live this reality even more? And this is kind of like the paradox. It's like, how do you live the reality without it being here and not needing it?
Exactly.
So that's the thing. It's like, when you get to a point where you don't really need it, you're in that zone. It's like it's like asking, well, how do I know when I'm in energetic alignment or vibrational alignment? The answer is, it's kind of like love. It's like, when you're in love, you don't need to check if it's love.
That's true.
So when you're in alignment, shall we say, you don't need to check because you're so busy in it, and you're not actually looking for the soulmate anymore. You're too busy enjoying your life, and then they start showing up. Exactly. So that's kind of the trick. But if you're always checking, it's like when you plant stuff in your garden and you're digging up stuff to always check whether it's growing. You're not letting it grow, basically. But then there is the thing sometimes where you go through phases of your life where you're not digging stuff up and it didn't happen either. So it's like having that balance of faith, but doing all the stuff that you need to, like what we're saying, where focusing on the good things that you feel about it, feeling as if it's already here, not chasing it, not being lackful about it, not thinking that. Also look at your own identity. You know, if you're not in a relationship, how do you identify yourself as? Do you identify yourself as a loner or single, and then you put negative connotations around it? So let go of all that sort of stuff. So it's, in a sense, it's like, if you had the love of your life right now in your life, how would you be feeling? Get into the feeling of that, get into the essences of it, and how can you live that every day of your life, basically, so you no longer need to check for it.
And I think that's the key, and I think that's the key that most people miss. If you were in love right now, like, how would you feel? Would you be looking at your phone being like, oh my God, he just texted me. Oh my God, I can't wait to see him. It's that feeling place that I think most people miss because they can't imagine it.
Well, because they're stuck in the disappointment and discouragement of like, oh, here's another loser again that messaged me on OkCupid or whatever stupid online dating thing, or they went on another date again where it sucked and you leave disappointed.
So here's a way. Let's say 3 months from now or 6 months from now, you know that you're going to meet the love of your life. It's a done deal, okay?
Okay.
So now you have that certainty. How do you now relate to every disappointment? It's not a disappointment because it's just one more out of the way.
Well, now I don't give a crap. If you were a psychic and you told me that, then I wouldn't give a crap. I'd be like, oh yeah, screw it, who cares?
But what about if you came up with that?
But remember what we said, it's about energy and how you think of things. So like, normally people don't convince themselves they don't believe it, basically. So if a psychic did tell you that, how would you feel? So that is something. It's an inside job. It's like if the world's best psychic told you it's a done deal, you're going to meet him in 3 months or 6 months or whatever time frame feels right to you. Let it go. Get on with your life. Do what you need to. Play it 100% and go through life. How would you then feel?
You wouldn't be focused on it anymore. You wouldn't be focused on it anymore.
That's what everyone should do.
That's it. That's the energy, basically. It's a very light energy. You're not forcing it. You're not pushing it. You're just getting through life. You're enjoying life. So the next date you go on, you don't need to worry about whether it's going to work out. You're just too busy enjoying the date. You're in the moment, which is where you need to be.
And most people aren't.
Yeah, that's because they're too busy wondering. They're too busy thinking about the result than enjoying the process.
Can you talk about a little bit, because you just touched upon something most people don't believe, and I know that you've taught a webinar on that. Can you talk a little bit about the steps on how people can start believing and knowing that what they want is going to happen?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is about what we said earlier. Like we said about imagination and getting yourself in that place energetically. It's kind of like, people say, well, when the manifestation happens, I'll believe it. But of course, we all know that it's actually, you got to believe it for the manifestation to happen.
Right.
But, so then the question is, how do you help yourself believe it and move along that process, basically? So one thing is to let go of disappointments, let go of what you don't want, the past memories and whatever. You've got to move on from that. Right. So really it's like, what am I attached to? And that's probably a key question. What am I attached to? What am I attached to the past? Am I attached to failure? Am I attached to growing old alone? I mean, what are the fears? So getting rid of the fears, because when you start to have anxiety or fears and you start to focus on the result, focusing on the result is good to a degree, but you also want to enjoy the process, because that's where the juice is and the enjoyment of it is. So it's like letting go of the attachment to the result so you can enjoy the process, basically. So what is attaching me to the result? Am I trying to, am I scared of being by myself? Am I scared of being the only one amongst my friends that's single? So what is it for the individual, basically? Okay. So work through that so that you're no longer worried about it. You're basically fearless. You're going through life enjoying it. It's like if you weren't scared of anything, how would you go through life? If time and money weren't an issue, if you weren't scared, if you knew that what you want would be coming to you in its own time, how would you live life? And that's the place to move into, basically. So in terms of believing, that's naturally going to happen then, because if you're no longer scared, you then start to move more into faith and believing. Whereas if you have fear, that's where the doubts come in, basically. And every time something doesn't work out, those fears come back up again, basically. They get amplified. So it's dropping all that so you're not worried about the result.
And that's the key.
Right.
And also, as you let go of that, then you start to enjoy things more. You don't worry about things. You tend to play more then. Whereas if you're worried about the result, you tend to be more inhibited. You don't get creative. You don't. The intuition doesn't play as much of a part. You're not as creative in the moment. You're not as playful, flirting, romance. That comes in a lot more when you're not scared. You're too busy enjoying the moment, and it just goes from there, basically. And then, of course, you're behaving that way, but also your vibe and your energy is in that place, so you tend to attract more of that, if you want to call it psychically or energetically or manifestationally as well that way.
Right. So, Hems, that's a really good point, because I find a lot of people, when they're moving closer to what they want, they don't appreciate the aspects of the person that they're on a date with that's getting closer and closer to what they want. So instead of just saying, oh, it's all or nothing, you have everything I want or nothing, they don't appreciate the closeness of, oh, he has a really great job and maybe he's not good looking, but he is confident and he has aspects I want. So they don't appreciate the closeness that they're getting, and instead they just get discouraged and like, oh, he's not the guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one way to do that is to actually identify what are the qualities you'd like in a guy, make a list and prioritize them. So then you know, okay, I've got the top 5 or top 6, I've got what's really important to me, and I can let go of the others, basically. The thing is also, as you were saying that, I was thinking, if someone has so much attachment to the form of what they have, remember, a relationship is going to be for a long time. People will change. So if you're so attached to this person being a particular way at this point in time, you're not giving them room to breathe. And how's that going to help the relationship breathe, basically? That's something else to bear in mind as well. So it's about your attachment. Why do you need what you need, basically? So it's also about using that for your own personal evolution and your own flexibility and growth, basically, in terms of what is it that I want? Why do I really need that? And am I open to other ways? And what's really important to me? Because there's probably some things that are really important to you, but as you let go of the attachment to things, you tend to focus more on the love and the light and the softer things, rather than the fact that he's earning 50 grand or 100 grand, whatever it might be, whatever the form might be.
$1 million, Hems.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. At least we've got a figure.
Hems, I know you were talking to him before. Do you care if we call you Hems?
That's fine. Yes.
He doesn't care. He loves it.
I don't want to jack up your name anymore. You touched upon a little bit about fears and beliefs. Is there something people can do who have deep-rooted beliefs, limited beliefs? How do we go about releasing those? Because most people know what their fears are or don't know, or whatever, but for the people who do know what their fears are but don't know how to work through that, what can they do to release that?
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes, the reason we have fears is because our you can call it your unconscious mind, your nervous system, your psyche, whatever you want to call it. At some point in our evolution, something happened where it decided, hey, being scared of this is going to serve me. So for its own evolution, it thought it was useful. That's why people get phobias and panic attacks, because they think that if they're around something, by having a panic attack or a phobia, it's going to save them. But actually, we now are older, wiser, smarter, and so we can look back and say, okay, I don't need to act that way. So when someone has a fear, now normally, we're not talking about phobic stuff, but just generally like fears, like you were saying, we can say, okay, why do I have this fear? What am I actually scared of? And so sometimes we can go deeper, explore what's the root around it. So sometimes it's about shining the light on it, just becoming aware of it. It's like relationships. What are you scared of? What are you scared about the dating process? What are you scared of if you're not in a relationship? That's also an important question someone can ask themselves when they're trying to manifest. Is like, if I don't get what I want, what happens then? It's like with money. If I said to someone, if you don't make another penny in your life, what comes up for you? And then scary stuff comes up. So I'm not saying you won't make a penny, but what comes up, just to get to your fears, so we can let go of the fears, so you can enjoy the process of making money. And same with relationships. So it's like, if you didn't have what you want, what would it be like?
And so how do you let go of those? How do you work through that with somebody?
So
when you find out what they're...
There can be various ways. Like sometimes you can sort of float back into the past and sort of address that, like float back above the event and what can you learn from it? What are the emotions there? Let's heal them. Let's let them go. That sort of way. Sometimes it's just about. Oftentimes people, when they just realize the way they think and what's there, it seems so obvious. They go, I don't need to be scared of that anymore. And they oftentimes just let go of it. It's like literally like shining the light, basically. But if not, then spend a bit more time around it. Look at what other ways are there that I can deal with this without needing to be scared. In fact, it reminds me of a story. Down the gym I go to in the mornings, someone I've known.
That you're going to be going to in about 20 minutes after the show.
Sorry.
That you're going to be going to in about 20 minutes, because it already is the morning for you.
It's about 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's right. It'll be 2 in the morning. So it's not far off, about 6, 7 a.m. So it's not far off. So this guy I know at the gym, I've known him for a few years, but we just got talking last week, and he said to me, he goes, I'm always scared of stuff. And so this ties in exactly with what you're saying. He's got children and a wife, and he was saying, like, I'm always worried. If I've got a doctor's appointment, I'm going to worry the worst is going to come up. I'm worried for my children. I'm worried about this.
Oh, he's a hypochondriac like me.
I said to him, I said, look, okay. He said, I'm scared if I go on a plane. I said, okay, well, when you go on a plane, what are you scared of? And he says, oh, well, I'm scared it's going to crash. I said, okay, so the images that you have of it crashing, what are they like? Are they like big and bright? He said, yes, they are. I said, okay, can you shrink them, make them black and white, make them defocus? And that helped. But I noticed with him, he was sort of reluctant to do that. So for me, that gave me the feeling that there's actually something a bit deeper here. So as I interacted with him, this was last week, I found that he actually felt he needed to be scared to protect himself, because if he didn't consider all the eventualities, something could go wrong. So every time he spoke to someone to try and deal with this, it would never get resolved because there was a deeper reason there. So I said, okay, how about that when you go into situations, you have solutions, you have ways of working around, but you don't need to be scared about it anymore. So you don't need to worry about things going wrong, but it's okay. So when your children go away, you think of eventualities, you plan for things in your life. That's okay. In fact, you can enjoy planning for things. Some people are more detail-oriented, some people are more big-picture-oriented.
Right.
He was a detail-oriented. So I said, that's okay. So do that, but you don't need to be anxious. You don't need to be panicked about it. So that was last week, and I bumped into him today, and I actually met his wife. She didn't know that him and I had this conversation. She said to me, "Oh, it was you, was it? He's all different now. He's got a doctor's appointment, and for the first time, he's not scared about it."
Wow.
And he's like in his mid-40s, and she said, "We've been working on this for ages. He's always panicked." So for him, it was really about noticing what his fear was and why he was doing it. So sometimes people think they need to have fear to protect them. It's like when they go into relationships or they date, they think they need to be scared of men or whatever because something can go wrong.
Right.
The thing is, it's okay to play it safe. It's like it's okay to meet someone on a first date in a public space and a public place and whatever else. So you do all the things you need to, but you don't need to be scared. So you're letting the emotion go, but you're doing what you need to do appropriately. So the vibe is a good vibe, but you're doing whatever is appropriate that you feel is right for you to do.
I love it. That was great. That was a great answer.
We love it.
And Hems talks very fast.
Hems, we love it. You're like a New Yorker.
Right?
Yeah. But Hems, listen, we're going to take
we're taking a break?
Quick commercial.
All right, we're taking a quick break.
That way you can take a little break and we're going to be back.
Take a snooze.
Take a snooze. Take a little napping.
Get some coffee, Hems.
I've got plenty to do at 2 a.m. in the morning, absolutely.
This poor guy's wired.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is gonna laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, DMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV. You are the man.
And we're back
with Hems. He's awake still.
Hems, yeah.
Hemo, are you with us still? I love him. He's got a good sense of humor. All right, but you can ask that example if you want.
So Hems, what would you say based on a lot of times we have a lot of single viewership who are looking for a mate, and they go on these dates and they start relationships and they keep attracting the same type of guy.
Yep.
So the guy's not willing to commit. They give, like half-assed behavior that they're interested, and yet the girl, obviously, who's wanting that relationship to work, will hold on. But so, what advice can you give to that person, to that girl?
Yeah. If the same stuff is coming up, there's got to be something around it energetically. So I would explore that in terms of emotions, in terms of beliefs. So, for example, if let's say someone's not being treated well, one relationship after another, even maybe abusive relationships. So I would look into, for example, self-esteem as an example. In a sense, how am I reflecting what's coming in? Sometimes, if someone is dating and then finding people aren't staying with them, is it something about commitment? Is it their own beliefs around commitment, their own fears around commitment? Okay. Now, one example might be that if someone is dating people that they don't like, and the people aren't committing, is it though that they wouldn't want to commit to those people anyway? And so in a sense, they're getting the outcome they want. So that's just something else to think about.
That was actually very insightful right there. So unconsciously, they're pushing that person away. They don't want them too close because they know that person's not the one for them.
Yeah. So then if you want to take that further, if they keep attracting people that aren't right for them, so then I would explore, well, okay, what is it about not attracting the right one so far, basically? Is it, so when you think about attracting the right one, what comes up for you? What are your thoughts and beliefs about it? So what is the right one? So someone might want to define what that is. Is it looks? Is it a certain fatherly, if you want to have children with them, whatever it is. So what are the qualities? Then notice what comes up for you in relation to that, and also explore what are your beliefs around that. So do you believe that they're very rare, very, very difficult, or and so on and so on. So I would explore some of the beliefs around that as well. That's going to give you a lot of clues. It's like, if you think about like a circle, like just a bounded area, and if you imagine like what you want is like a bounded area, what's the edge of that boundary? How are you separating it from what you want and what you're not getting, basically? So what are the beliefs that shape it? That's a good way of looking at it. It's like you can look at comfort zones when someone's trying to attract money. What's the beliefs between making, say, 50 grand or making 100 grand or whatever? What are the beliefs? How do you see things? Do you believe people that make 100 grand, do you see them differently? If you're trying to attract people, certain qualities, what is it between someone who has the qualities you want and doesn't? Do you believe one is more rare than the other, etc., etc.? So I would explore the beliefs around that. So then you're getting more of the right person, and so then you're more invested in it and you want to commit as well, sort of thing, rather than getting people that you're, like you said, losers that you don't want to commit to, and in a sense, you're kind of glad that it's over as well. You want to move on, basically.
But say you know what you want, so then you figure it out, you write it all out, you know what you want, but it's still not happening for those people that have tried everything and it's still... They're still not manifesting.
I would get a piece of paper. I'd write the qualities down, like you said. I would just start writing on that page about those qualities. You might want to sort of pick some qualities and just start writing on a page. Whatever comes up, don't think about it. Just keep writing. Initially, the stuff you write will be very conscious mind thoughts, things that you know that you think. But as you write more and more, you'll get to some of the more unconscious ones, and that's it'll be more instinctive. So that might give you some clues. And also then, if you're finding nothing's coming up, it might then be that you don't really have blocks. It's just more about spending more time around that quality in your own mind. So what would it be like if you had that quality more and more in your life? So spend more time if you're doing visualization or whatever else. Spend more time around that vibe, basically. Start to see it as everywhere in your life. Become familiar with it. So it's like years ago I manifested like a luxury car, and before I did that, what I noticed, just before I manifested it, I started noticing that I was seeing luxury cars everywhere just before I manifested it. So that's also a sign that once it might be that when you think of wanting what you want, you think of it as very rare and precious and so on. So it might be that you want to just open it up. It's an abundant universe. The universe can create whatever you want, basically, and you've just got to get comfortable with it, and the universe will reflect that. So think of the qualities and start to notice that actually they're everywhere. Start to notice them. We were saying earlier about loving your life now as if you've already got the love and everything that you want.
Right.
So it means that it's very familiar. Your life is already very, very present with the qualities that you want. So if it's, let's say it's looks, or it's attraction, or it's chemistry, or it's intimacy. So there's so many ways that you can experience intimacy in your life today, or chemistry in your life, even without a lover. You know, you can be loving to a child or a pet or whatever. So there's so many ways that you can experience these qualities in different ways, even though you don't have a lover yet, for example. That's the way to do it.
Hams, do you think Chrissy should get a puppy?
What? How did you just get that from that? I was going to ask him because he brought up the luxury car. My dream car is a white Audi convertible, and I've been seeing Audis everywhere I go. So does that mean it's almost here?
It's a good sign. So the thing to ask yourself is, how do you feel about having it? So yeah, sometimes you could say, well, I always see the man that I want, but they're either married or gay, for example.
Oh yeah, my sister always tells me I like the gay men. I like very metro-looking guys.
What are your beliefs about having that man in your life? So you already see them everywhere, but then explore what are your beliefs about you having it in your life? You know, how do you feel about having it? And notice what you feel in your stomach, in your body as you think about that.
But I know I want my soulmate, so I don't get Hems. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Sorry?
Hems, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I want my soulmate.
So this is what you could do as a process. Think of like you said, you know the qualities that you want.
Yeah.
So have a process where you quieten your mind and just spend 5 minutes thinking about it. If this guy's in my life today, what would it be like? So what will happen is in those 5 minutes, you'll either feel really great, which is then a good sign that you're on the right path, and I'll talk more about that in a moment, or something will feel uncomfortable around it. So if it does, explore what that's about. Because that's if something doesn't, but if it feels comfortable, it feels good, then what I would say is every day keep building that vibe. So initially it's about the qualities, then tomorrow you might think, well, actually, if he's in my life, we'll cook for each other, or we'll go on holiday, or we'll do this. Where will we go? So you start to build it into your reality. So every day keep building it, and start to imagine your life with him in your life. What if he's staying with you? What would it be like? Imagine, visualize him in your home. I know, I've done various radio shows over the year where I've heard women where sometimes they would prepare, like they'd clear out their wardrobe, creating physical space for him, stuff like that. I'll give you one quick example, actually. I was on a show several years ago, and this woman said she would visualize the guy that she would want, and she asked me about it, and I said, well, what are you visualizing? And she gave me some terms which were just very general about what she wanted. I think she said, like, he must be attractive, he must be intelligent, but the terms were just very broad, very general. And I said, well, okay, tell me a bit more about the specifics. And what happened, well, while we were talking live on the line, as she got specific, she suddenly realized, she said, as I'm getting specific, I'm finding emotions are coming up, emotions from her past relationship, like her divorce. And so what was happening for her is that she knew those emotions were there, but she was keeping it general and safe. So as you get more specific, there's more power there. It feels more real.
Right.
So that's why the specifics, like, what would he be like if he's in your apartment or living where you are right now? What would it be like? How would you be? What would your lifestyle be like? So spend daily doing that, basically, and build up that vibe and enjoy it. Make it feel more and more real. So with that woman, what she said was that she realized that she had emotions to deal with around her divorce, to clean up stuff so that she could allow that in. So that was the example of that and getting more. So when you get more specific, either it'll feel great, which is fine, or you'll notice it's not comfortable to do that, which is going to give you some clues. It's really about, how can you bring what you want to your reality? It's like, because we're talking about the physical manifestation, so it's living as if it's already here, basically. That's why I said, if it shows up tomorrow, what's it like?
So it's being in the feeling place of it every day, even though it's not here.
Yeah, and the thing is this, I mean, it almost seems like a hard work to think of it every day, but this is the thing, you want this in your life every day anyway, so, and what we're saying is, you don't have to necessarily sort of force the feeling, but it's like what we said, like love, intimacy, chemistry. you want to have those qualities in your life every day. So that's raising your vibe.
Right.
So that's how you automatically raise your vibe. So you don't have to think about the lover anyway, every day anyway. But as you think about him, it might feel great to do that. So this is about how do I raise my vibe? What thoughts do I think that I milk the energy from, so to speak? So the thoughts might be, well, if he's in my life. See, initially it might be thinking of a lover might feel good, but then that won't feel so good because you've raised your vibration. So then it's about, well, what if he's in my life now? What if we go 2 weeks to Italy next week? How would that be like? What would that feel like? So that feels different.
Bora Bora, Hems.
Sorry?
I want to go to Bora Bora.
Right, Bora Bora, that's fine. So what would it feel like? Where would you go? So build up so make it more and more real. We said earlier, like, what if you know that in 3 months or 6 months you're going to have the love of your life? So what if you knew that in a month's time you're going to go with a guy to Bora Bora? If you knew that, how would you be living your everyday? That sort of thing.
Excited.
We love it.
That's it. You kind of have the tingly feelings at that point. You start to feel excited because you know what's coming. It's like Christmas.
Yep.
You know something's coming.
I love that.
Now, Hems, quick question, because obviously it's about getting the feeling place and being clear about what you want. And then I noticed there are, people that then meet other guys or girls, could go either way, and they're not what they want. They're clearly exhibiting behavior that is not conducive to what they're looking for, but yet they put up with it. So, they're not going to find the one they want because they're putting up with behavior that they know is not ideally what they want, but they put up with it because they're so wanting to be in a relationship. What do you say to those people so they realize that they are worthy of an amazing relationship, but they can't put up with the behaviors of someone who's not worthy of them or giving them what they want? What do you say to that?
So that's a good question. And eventually it will sort itself out, because what will happen is sooner or later either they'll resolve it and they'll stay, or something will change the dynamic, or it'll build and build and build, and eventually they'll reach a threshold and they'll say, I've had enough, sort of thing. So it's like everyone's got their own path, and some get there sooner or later, and it could be that the other partner changes, or they change, or the relationship changes, so there's many permutations, but eventually it will sort itself out one way or the other, sort of thing. It's like, whether it's relationships or anything, people eventually will learn what they need to learn, and they'll do what they need to do. So it's really about, it's really, like you say, it's people stepping into their own power, but they need to go through what they need to go through to learn it sometimes. And sometimes, people keep overlooking the same thing, and eventually they need the universe to keep throwing the same thing at them to eventually realize, actually, I've done everything else, but there's got to be something else that I'm not doing, and I need to do it, sort of thing. So eventually they'll get there, I'd say.
What do you think is the main thing that gets people stuck in manifesting what they want? Because if people feel like they keep doing everything and they're like, well, why is it still not happening? What do you see with your clients that is the main thing?
If I was to put it really simply, we were saying earlier that sometimes people can start from a not so good place, sometimes people start from a better place to manifest something. So in terms of common things, it can vary, but oftentimes it's really two things. One is they're not clearing stuff they need to clear, whether it's fears, whether it's conflict. One other thing we haven't said is conflicts. So I kind of hinted at it. It's like, if you think about having what you want now, are you comfortable with it? Sometimes, for example, I did another radio show several years ago. It was about relationships. It was a woman, she wanted to meet a guy to marry. And I said to her, well, what would happen if a guy came into your life? And she said, well, I might lose my independence. So that can be a conflict. People might feel they lose their independence or their freedom, which is, again, it's beliefs around it. The way to turn it around is actually, if you have a relationship, how can you have even more freedom? How can you be even more independent? Which, it's really how do you shift that perception so it's a win-win to have what you want, basically, rather than that you're losing. So you were saying, what are the common things? One is fears, conflicts, things to clean up, basically. And if they've done that, then it's about how can I amplify the vibe? How can I make it more real? How can I live from that place more and more? How can I have that energy more? And then you start to have that more, basically, and experience it.
What's a way that we could speed up manifestation before we go? Like, what's the quickest way we can manifest what we want?
It's really, I think, what I said there. You kind of need to do what you need to do, basically. So it's like, everyone's unique, though. It's like asking yourself, what is the quickest way for me to let go of the past? Or sometimes it could be by imagining a better future. It's the easiest way to let go of the past. You don't need to go into the past to deal with it sometimes, but you can ask yourself, if I'm going to have the vibe of where I want to be and I know what I want, what's the way that I can experience that more in my life today? So that's probably, you could say, the quickest way. And you'll find that if you can do that, that's fine. If you find that you can't comfortably do that, then that's giving you some clues as to what you need to address. So what's the quickest way I can feel the vibe and experience the life that I already want to live, basically?
I love it. Well, I hope I'm manifesting my soulmate and my dream job tomorrow.
And you will, because you're
Thanks to Hems.
You're gonna envision what that would feel like. So you're gonna get up excited.
Right.
You're gonna
remember the psychic, yeah.
You're gonna exactly. You're gonna pretend to text you, honey.
Hems is my psychic. All right.
Well, if a psychic said to you that you're going to meet your soulmate within a month or 3 months, how would you be? Now start living from that place every day. That's the thing.
That's good. That actually is very good advice, though.
Yeah.
So by acting in that way, then you're vibrating at a different place, and you're going to attract those things.
I mean, you can already feel it in your own body, can't you, when I say that to you?
Yes.
Because there's a more certainty to it.
Yes.
Rather than someone who's gone through some disappointments and like, well, will it happen, won't it happen? Because that chatter, will it happen, won't it happen? You're putting out filters to doubt what could come in. But when you know it's a certainty, your antenna are up. You're going to start to read things in a certain way to allow them to come into your life. And psychically as well, in terms of being in the right place, the right time as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That was great advice.
So, not to interrupt you, but Hems, where can they find you? Where's your website? Where can the viewers find you?
Yep. Easiest way, if they go to hemalradia.com, that's HEMALRADIA.com, they can find links there, they can check, they can email, they can get free chapters to my book. So that's the best place. Thank you.
And you have a webinar coming up. Can they sign up for that on Saturday?
Yeah. That's right. I do weekly webinars. I answer people. People can send in questions. I share new content.
Okay.
So it's called Manifesting Excellence. The details are on that page, hemalradio.com.
Great.
So it's like a group coaching where you can send in your questions, whatever situation you have. I also, like I said, I cover a lot of content, but I also answer people's questions very thoroughly, kind of like we have here, actually, in a fun way.
I love it.
You learn a lot through the process as well.
I love it. And people should go out and buy your book. It is.
Absolutely.
What's the name of the book again? Find You and You Find Everything. The Secrets to the Law of Attraction by Hems.
And Hems, can you buy that on Amazon, on your website? Where can you buy your book?
Yeah, it's on Amazon, it's on Kindle, it's everywhere. Yeah.
Kindle.
It's on that webpage as well, yeah.
Well, I'm going to start reading it ASAP.
There you go.
And I'm going to be Skyping you tomorrow.
She will, don't worry.
Privately. Hems, thank you so much for staying up.
The secret password on our calls is going to be, what's my name? Pronounce it correctly and we talk.
I love him. I love that he's... What sign are you?
Sorry, what
sign are you?
Borderline Capricorn Aquarius.
Oh, my brother-in-law's Capricorn and my nephew's. Okay.
Chrissy will always find someone who's some sign.
I know. Well, I'm very into signs, Hems.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about that.
You will.
What are you going to do now? Aren't you awake? What are you going to do now?
Probably go to bed. It's about 2 a.m.
Right.
I would hear about signs now, but I think we're at time. But I'm looking forward to hearing more about the signs.
I could talk to you all night. I wish we could keep going.
You're the best. Again, just tell our viewers where they can find you again, your website.
Yeah, it's hemalradia.com. That's HEMALRADIA.com. Get in touch. Like I said, there's free chapters to the book. You can check it out. Then if you want to buy the full version, you can do that. Manifesting Excellence we talked about. If you want to work one-to-one with me, you can do that. Lots of information there. And thank you, Chrissy and Connie. It's been great.
We love you.
Oh my God, we love you.
We want you back.
And guys, you can check us out on our Facebook page, Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. Make sure you like it.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
And you can find Hems as well. Yeah. You can't find his website.
You can follow him as well.
And that's it. And we're going to see you next Wednesday.
And make sure you sign up for his manifestation course on Saturday, his webinar. They can sign up right on your website?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
That's it.
Me and Connie will be attending.
Yeah. Peace out.
Love
see
you,
next
Hems.
Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hems. You're the best.
Thank you.
I can't wait to manifest.